Hey everybody, Big Mike here. Hey, I just wanted to drop in and give you some food for thought and also wanted to get some feedback from you as well. I think maybe we could help me, but hopefully I can help you and save you a headache in the future. But hey, let's jump right in and see what we got. Hey everybody, what's happening? Hey, Big Mike here. Just wanted to touch base with you again today. I hope you're doing great. Wanted to touch base. I'm wondering what other folks are doing that are planning on coming to the Philippines or in the Philippines for retirement. What's your plan, or what are you doing for to keep busy? I know a lot of folks come here. Basically, it's plan A is to get here, find a relationship. That's the plan. Problem is, I've seen too often, not only here, but over in Thailand and Vietnam, the folks get there and they find their relationship, and then what? What do you do? I mean, a lot of folks I've seen over the years have come over, find a great relationship or not, and they get bored. So what they end up doing, if their lady isn't taking them to the mall every other day, and I would avoid that type, but you got to find something to do. Too many people come over and they end up getting bored, sitting down and with other expats and just drinking every day. Unfortunately, and excuse the lighting, the sun is popping in and out here, so you're going to see me go dark a couple of times, I see. But too often I've seen folks that have come over and get a relationship or not, and they get bored and they start drinking. The problem is a short period of time. How long can that go on, really? And is that really fun? Is that why you come all the way to the Philippines, just to sit around the bar and drink? You can do that at home. Probably have done it. But you come here, you got to have a plan. You got to plan on doing something. There's a lot to do, sightseeing. It's endless sightseeing. But again, is that something you can do every day, all the time, every week, every month? And to be honest, after a while, that gets boring as well. I mean, I've been in 8 countries, saw a lot of sights, been at a lot of beaches, lived at a lot of beaches. And now, as I said in a previous video, it's all gotten quite old. I'm ready to settle down a little bit and have some new adventures in a kind of a local area, which for me is Baguio, northern Luzon. Great city, by the way. Get a chance to visit, you'll love it. But you got to have a plan. I mean, sitting in a bar or just sitting at the house is really, to me, not my idea of life, particularly not life in the Philippines. But have a plan on doing something. When I decided to settle in the Philippines several years ago, I decided that, and what I decided may not be for you. This is was my plan. I decided that I was kind of going to pretty much live life as I did previously in the States, with the exception of finding a good lady, and which I did as well. But my hobbies, I guess you'd say, were kind of photography, videography, gardening, plants, things of that nature, hiking. And I've done all this basically the same here. As a matter of fact, these plants you see here are the ones you see next to me. And at some point, I'll do a video of all the plants that I have put together here in the last few months. That's my hobby, is my plants, messing around with YouTube, which is a nightmare. And then we've got a new addition coming to the household here soon, a new baby, which I'll do a video on. My next video will be about the baby coming. And, those are my hobbies. I can tell you, oh, by the way, also, when it comes to your Filipina, what is it going to take to make her happy? If it's going to make her happy, shopping at the mall every day, getting her nails done, beautifying herself, that's a cash drain. And maybe that's the only reason she's with you. Think about it. My lady, she loves cooking. I don't have to worry about, going out and shopping and getting the best price. She does it. She's real good, and I don't have to worry about it. I can give her X amount of dollars. Matter of fact, I just tell her, go grab it out of the wallet. She's really good. She makes sure to bring me all my change, all the receipts, everything. And I don't have to tell her. That's done naturally by her. She's a great cook. I want to make her happy. And I want to also make sure that she's taken care of when I'm gone. We've got 30 years difference on our age. So what I've done is gone ahead and set her up and started to teach her how to do business. She loves baking, cooking, things of that nature. So we've started both an online and a local business selling cookies, candies, and some specialty breads like banana bread and stuff like that. Just makes her so happy, so thankful. I mean, you can do things like that. That's going to keep her busy. I've got a dog on the way, which is the baby I talked about. It is a Belgian Shepherd. And so it's a baby. It's going to require an awful lot of attention. So that is further going to keep me busy while she's doing her cooking, developing it, and also finding clientele, things of that nature. She's already got customers already. But you know, the thing is to keep everybody busy and make sure that you don't get bored, because it's easy to do here. You get bored and just wonder, what the heck am I going to do? And the problem, I guess the problem that I had, the most problem I had, was the fact I don't have my shop anymore. So I can't just run out and grab some tools and, you know, start banging away or cutting away or whatever. I have to kind of work around things or order them and get them in and just, you know, stay busy and make sure your lady's happy and try to create something for her that, you know, is going to be out there for her in the future after we're gone. Because most likely we're going to go before our ladies, because, well, let's face it, we're older than them. But anyway, so staying busy, what do? They do have some golf courses in some of the larger cities. If you golf, you can do that. I guess you can shoot pool. Problem is, you probably got to go to a bar to do that, which I'm not into that. So, I mean, the big question you got to ask yourself, if you're coming to the Philippines or thinking about coming to the Philippines, or even if you're already here, what are you doing? I mean, what does your day look like besides getting up, having coffee probably, and then what? Are you just kind of hanging out and let things fall into place? How long can that last? It's good to have a plan. It's kind of like a roadmap. I always ask people, you know, if you're going to drive from Houston, Texas to Billings, Montana, can you just jump in the car and go, or do you have to have a map of some sort? Usually you have to have a map or GPS, something like that, to get there. And the same thing in life. You have to have some sort of a plan. So I would urge you, if you're coming to the Philippines or thinking about coming to the Philippines, or even if you're here, what are you doing? Grab control of your life, make a game plan besides just getting from point A to point B, because once you get to point B, then what? Okay, what do? Sit around and just kind of twiddle your thumbs and get bored and say, oh, the Philippines is no good, nothing to do? That's not the case. So, you know, that's what I would advise you to do, is figure out a plan. And if you have hobbies, bring them with you. Now, I'm not saying necessarily the heavy stuff, but I mean up here. Because certainly there's enough stuff here to do to develop a hobby of any kind, whether it be gardening. And by the way, if you garden, and yours, particularly if you're with a Providence girl, man, she is going to love you. If you love gardening and plants, she is going to love you to death, because that's what she grew up with, most likely. She grew up with a garden, with plants. And when she sees that you're interested in those type things, all of a sudden you've created a really nice bond that she can relate to and you can share an interest in. So that's kind of one thing you can do. As I said, pets are another thing. The ladies here love animals. I don't like the little dogs. My gal wanted a little dog until she saw my pup coming. Then she decided she wanted one too, which these Belgian Shepherds are quite large and require an awful lot of attention. So having two in the house, not going to happen. Not now anyway. Maybe later. She's listening. She heard me. Maybe later, honey. Sorry. I'm going to pay for that one. Anyway, you know, bring some hobbies or develop some hobbies, something hopefully that, you know, your lady can look up to you for. and it's going to benefit her, her family, the community, something like that. There's a lot to do, that you can do once you get here, or before you get here even. But I would urge you to do something, because I've seen so many people just, you know, they get on the plane, they get to Cebu, make it down to Dumaguete, and hang out at the bars or wherever down around the you know, the malls or something like that. And then all of a sudden, after they get the lady, they're like, what are we gonna do? And if it's a Duma lady, she's probably gonna take you to the mall every day. That's what you're gonna end up doing. She's gonna drag you all over the place, try to spend your money. But if she's a good gal, then maybe take you to some sites, but how many sites can you go to? Again, find something and take control of your life. Don't let someone else control your life. Because you will find too many people here wanting to do that. All of a sudden, they know what they're giving you, and for you to get that, you're required to kind of let them drag you around. Don't do it. Take control. Get a woman that understands what you, and you understand her, and that you're your own man. And that if she's not comfortable with that, maybe there's another one that might be. You might want to check that out. Like I said, take control of your life, bring some hobbies, or have some hobbies, develop some hobbies, stay busy. Don't sit on a sofa and avoid the bars. Not a good place. Nobody respects drunks over here. Point blank. If you got bad habits, work on leaving them behind when you come. People here will respect you much more. I don't drink, so not an issue. And I certainly, wherever I am, I want to be respected. I want people to recognize that, hey, this guy ain't a typical foreigner drinking every day. Think about it. Give it some thought. See you in the next video.